In the heart of Scotland's dark landscapes lies a horror story that challenges the boundaries between life and death. Meet the legend of the White Death, a little girl whose dark fate continues to haunt the living to this day. Discover how a final, desperate decision cast a macabre shadow over those who dared investigate its hidden secrets. In the heart of the Scottish lands, there lived a little girl whose gaze carried a weight of sadness unusual for her young age. Rejecting the simple pleasures of childhood, she found herself surrounded by a veil of melancholy that seemed to grow every day. The little girl, whose name was lost in the mists of time, found no comfort in the affections of her family or the games of her friends. For her, life was too heavy a burden to bear. In an act of silent desperation, she decided to erase her existence from this cruel world. With grim determination, she meticulously burned all the records that attested to her passage through life, birth certificates, birthday photographs, and any evidence that linked her to the world of the living. The flames devoured every memory, every tangible proof of her existence, as if she were blowing out a candle in the cold Highland wind. The little girl's disappearance was not only a personal loss for her loved ones, but the beginning of a series of disturbing and inexplicable events. While authorities searched for any trace of her whereabouts, a sinister sequence of deaths began to plague the child's close family. First it was her grandmother, found lifeless in her home, apparently the victim of a massive heart attack. A few days later, her uncle, a robust and healthy man, was discovered drowned in a nearby lake, with no signs of struggle or reason for being in the water. Each death was more perplexing than the last, leaving survivors perplexed and terrified at the possibility of a curse hanging over them. Rumors quickly spread through the small Scottish village, fueling fear and distrust among residents. Those who knew the little girl's story began to wonder if her desperate actions had unleashed an evil force that now took revenge on anyone who dared investigate her tragic fate. The official investigation found no plausible explanations for the deaths, leaving restless minds at the mercy of superstitions and dark theories. Meanwhile, the mystery surrounding the little girl's disappearance and connection to the mysterious deaths has become a constant shadow over the community, where the fear of the unknown has become as palpable as the mist that shrouds the Scottish hills at dusk. Reports about the White Death were not limited to the unexplained deaths of the little girl's family members. Those who have ventured to investigate the macabre events have reported disturbing encounters with the spirit of the lost little girl. Described as a pale, ethereal figure, many have witnessed her presence in the dark nights of the Scottish lands. Accounts varied, but they all shared a common element, the feeling of an icy presence and a piercing gaze that pierced the soul. Those who dared to look into the eyes of the White Death faced a tragic and untimely fate. Some were found lifeless in inexplicable circumstances, while others disappeared without a trace, as if they had been taken by forces beyond human understanding. The locals, already afraid to talk about the little girl and her dark secrets, avoided mentioning her name at night, fearing attracting her vengeful wrath. The atmosphere in the village became charged with superstition and fear, with every shadow turning into a potential warning that the spirit was nearby. As the mystery of the White Death spread like a shadow across the Scottish landscape, those who knew the truth feared that their fate was sealed by the simple curiosity of trying to uncover the dark secrets it held. The legend of the White Death remains an unsolved enigma in the Scottish Highlands, continuing to echo through the generations and fuel local folklore. The unexplained deaths and sightings of the little girl's vengeful spirit left an indelible mark on the community, which now lived with the weight of an ancestral curse. Despite attempts at rationalization and investigation, the truth behind the events remains shrouded in mystery. Those who venture to explore the secrets of the White Death are confronted with the incomprehensible complexity of the afterlife and the tenuous boundaries that separate the world of the living from the realm of spirits. The legacy of the lost little girl serves as a grim reminder of the dangers of toying with forces beyond our understanding. Her story is not just a tale of horror, but a solemn warning about the limits of our wisdom and the inevitability of the unknown. While the mystery of the White Death persists, it challenges us to reflect on the nature of existence and the importance of respecting the secrets that time and destiny hold. As we explore the mysteries of the White Death, we are confronted with the limits of human knowledge and the secrets that have permeated horror stories throughout the centuries. This legend is not just a haunting tale, but a grim reminder of the fragility of life and the inevitability of the unknown. As we continue our journey through the folklore and macabre stories that dwell in the shadows of history, we are reminded of the lessons that the White Death teaches us. She warns us not to underestimate the forces we cannot understand and to respect the mysteries that guard the balance between light and darkness. May this story inspire us to seek more knowledge, to face our fears and to recognize the depth of the unknown that surrounds us. The White Death remains an unsolved enigma, a reminder that there is more between heaven and earth than our vain philosophy can conceive. We have reached the end of this intriguing journey through the mystery of the White Death, a story that takes us into the depths of the unknown and confronts us with the inexplicable. If you were fascinated by this legend and want to explore more horror and folklore stories, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. This way, you won't miss any of our next videos, where we will continue to unravel the enigmas that inhabit the human imagination. Also, we want to hear from you in the comments below. What legend or mystery would you like us to explore next? Share your stories and theories, as your participation enriches our investigation into the supernatural. Thank you for accompanying us on this journey through the shadows and mysteries of folklore. Stay curious, brave, and exploring the limits of the unknown. Until the next video, where we will continue to uncover the secrets that have haunted us since time immemorial.